Good morning. This is a quick look at my kitchen tank. This tank was supposed to be a Florida native canal tank because I sourced the plants from a local canal, and of course the stones and the sand and my Malaysian trumpet snails came out of the canal. These awesome lilies come out of the canal. See them there? The Ludwigia, which has some really pretty immersed growth, as a nice red aquarium plant. There's a Rotala there, but it's kind of reverting back to green because it doesn't get a lot of light in that corner. And the grass also. So, but what it's actually turned into, oh, I got a floating grass up there. What it's actually turned into is my experimental tank. And what I mean by that is, you know, I kind of put things in here to see how they're doing. Like, here's this horrible Java fern, and I bought it at 50% off at Petco, and I needed somewhere to put it. So I washed it off good. It was one of the kinds in the plastic tubes that you buy, grown completely immersed, and it just had dried out. So I washed it up, and I stuck it in there, stuck that rhizome right between two of these rocks in here, and we'll see how it does. Hopefully I can save it. I'm definitely a plant person, so hopefully, I don't know much about aquatic plants, but never let that stop me, right? Alright, so maybe a little introduction into the fish in here. I have 3 peppered Corydoras. Let's see. Oh, there's 2 of them. Oh, you can see my recycling. Ignore that. There's 2 of them. And this one you can see is missing her whiskers. I had a crayfish that I found in the canal living in here for a little while. And she was, when she got comfortable, she got real mean. So I had to take her out. And I put her back in the canal. I'm sure she was very happy with that. Because I realized I really like community tanks and that she would not be suitable for a community tank and she'd probably just be miserable. I have these 9 Ember Tetra, and I'll tell you, they have been super hardy little fish. I put them in here. They've done excellent. I've had no problems. I thought I lost one, but one must have been hiding last night because they're all in here this morning. And then this blue guy who is trying to get our attention so much, that is Mr. Miyagi. And Mr. Miyagi is the least a betta fish I've ever met. He's so chill. He's the chillest betta fish ever. And sometimes he comes up when he's hungry and will let me pet him. But he looks like he's going to be kind of stingy today. Come on, Miyagi, let me pet you. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. My husband named him, or picked his name, and it actually has turned out to be, like, the best name, because he's so chill. He's so chill. He's never messed with another fish. Actually, that crayfish went after him, too. And I'm not sure if it's... Oh, sorry. I'm looking at the fish, not looking at the camera. He has a split. Nah, I'm not going to be able to see it. But anyway, he got some damage on some of his finnage and took her out, and everybody, I mean, it's been a peaceful tank ever since. So anyway, they're all excited right now, and I don't have my filter running because I'm going to feed them. I didn't feed last night because I got home very late, and I thought I wanted to make this video And if I waited until this morning, I would probably get a lot of activity in the feeding. So, and I'm feeding micro pellets, Hikari micro pellets, and everybody in the tank likes them. And I do feed frozen bloodworms. I've tried frozen brine shrimp. Nobody really likes them. The Corydoras wind up sucking them up eventually, but they pretty much all just fall to the bottom. Some of these little tiny tetras, they can't eat. I have to like really kind of grind the pellets up between my fingers and powder them. But Miyagi, of course, can eat them. And look, he doesn't even want to eat from the top or even from the water column. He wants to eat from the bottom. He eats from the bottom like he is the weirdest betta I've ever known. And he is super friendly and he is super funny and he's loaded with personality and he just has absolutely not a single bit of aggression in him. Just not a single bit of aggression. I've never even seen him chase one of the other fish. Like, not even like, hey, let's play a game of tag, you know? Like, he's just the chillest dude ever. So, yeah, this is my experimental tank. Like, you can see this small plant here. There's a little tiny snail on there, and I didn't put that snail in there. I'm guessing he came in on that rock. And if you look over there on that rock, there's another one. Where's my finger? Where's my finger? Oh, right there. See it? So, I don't know. In our canals, we do have apple snails that get really big. Maybe they're apple snail babies. Who knows? That's okay. If they are, I'll take them. This is hydrocodal here, sorry. And I pulled this out of my yard. It was growing in my yard, kind of by my air conditioner. And it was doing really good. I had it in here with a couple of rocks weighting it down because I had it in here originally as a floating plant. But then I weighted it down with a few rocks to see if I could get it to root into the sand, and it didn't. It started to melt. So I cut away this section from here to here that was melting, and I threw it away. And I figured, well, let's wait and see. Maybe it's gonna melt, and maybe it'll come back, you know, from being immersed and then, you know, coming into the tank and being submerged. So, we'll see. I don't know. I might take that out of there. I trimmed this grass down when I put it in. Look, it's got lots of new growth. And then these lilies are so cool. And you can see this one's gotten really tall. And it's going to sit at the top of the water. And hopefully it'll bloom. And from the blooms, little roots grow. And then you can it's a whole new plant. So I've got one here. And I've got one back there, and then I've got a big one in the middle that you can only see really that the top is growing, and it blooms. It's called water snowflake. So, thought that was really awesome. And I got this cheap Java moss on a ball tied with a rock from Petco or whatever, and thought maybe if I can get it to grow, then I'll have a source of Java moss for some of my other projects. But anyway. That is the experimental kitchen tank. Oh, and another thing, I'm not sure if you can see, but this dark line right here is actually the exposed beard. Oops, let me see. Here. Of a freshwater clam that I took out of the canal, and I can't believe it's lived this long. It disappears, and then it reappears, and then it disappears. Oh, look, I got snails climbing up. My Malaysian trumpet snails. If you're in the market for Malaysian trumpet snails, you let me know, because I have an unending supply. Alright, well, that was it. The experimental kitchen tank. And I'm going to give these guys a little bit more food because it looks like they hoovered it all up. It's all gone. Where did Miyagi go? Oh, he's over in the corner. He's so damn cute. Oh, he's so cute. Alright, well, have a good day, guys. Talk to you later.